How's it going there, Digities? Welcome back to playing a little bit of HardSpace Shipbreaker today. I thought, we've been playing a lot of Kerbal Space Program lately, I thought we'd kind of take a quick little episode to kind of, rewind, cool down, and do something a little bit more chill in between. To maybe some of you have watched me play this in the past, that it's something they just kind of play very casually. So it is kind of like like the title says, you break apart ships. I mean, it's best explained just through watching it, but we have a different assortment of a whole bunch of different ships that we can take apart right now, and they're worth different points and money. I work for a giant corporation that put me hard into debt, like $1 billion into debt. Up here at the very top, I'm $1.1 billion in debt to work for them. So now I have to work to pay off my debt to them, which is, funny enough. So, if casual, of course, I would have to pay to work myself off to work for them. But so we're taking a look at the different values and how many points they're worth down here at the bottom. And I see this one's worth 17 million, 11 million, 9, 16, 5. That's another 17, but that one looks kind of complicated. So I'm looking at this one. That's only a level 5, but it is 17 million. So that's pretty good for that. Although not worth the most amount of points, but neither are some of these other ones. What's worth the most experience points? Nope, not that one. None of these really. So let's go along for this one then. So this one has about the max we've been seeing is 30, but also has the max money is 17 million. So the most money is kind of just because we were gonna need to pay ourselves off. So go for the most value right now. And yeah, let's start this ship. We kind of just play this game to just talk about anything that's really going on. So let's get started here. Let's see. I don't know if there's gonna be any starting dialogue or not. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. So, hey, Kerbal Space Program 2 has been doing really well lately. That's been kind of really fantastic to see. I've been having a lot of fun playing that game. I have had a few performance issues. I have had a couple of crashes. I think I've had like 4 crashes now. I've started editing some of them out. It's funny because sometimes I'll be like, all right, I have a definite plan for this video, and I know exactly what I'm going to do and say for this first part and do this, and then it'll crash. And I'm like, now I have to do editing because then I want to edit that part out sometimes, and it becomes another process, right? Because that'll take like an hour to export in itself, and then I have to upload it. So it just takes another step. But I've been having a lot of fun playing it, and I have been getting a little bit better at editing in general. So I think I have one episode that's coming out now where I had about 90 minutes worth of footage. I think I got it down to about 34 to 35 minutes, I think the final product was. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, I've been loving seeing how everyone's been enjoying the series. They've been, you've been leaving your comments down below and tell me what you think. And I've actually taken a couple of your comments to heart and taken a look at them. And like, one was, I'd like to see like a wing fly, and someone gave me some advice about like some landing gear and such. So been good seeing you guys really enjoying the series. And I don't know, these types of videos here, HardSpace, I don't really have any structure to them other than just, blabbering on. There might be moments of silence where I'm just breaking stuff apart, but hope you're all having a good day. Just kind of winding down in the middle of the week. It's been a busy week in general. Yesterday, I just found out something about the idea of what a house warranty is, so I had to go through with that process. And I'm not gonna bother trying to explain it to even try boring you, but so that was it's just more paperwork and more money spent. Another thing you always find out about being a homeowner, and there's always something to pay for, I swear. Wait, I need to upgrade this grapple hook. Come on. Perfect. But I do also kind of like these types of videos because I don't have to do any editing. I should be able to just upload whatever I want, unless I say something completely heinous. I mean, I might already say some cringy stuff. But as long as I don't say anything too terrible, I shouldn't have to do any editing. There we go, taking off these top sections. I think these are all big side Engines. So I have to detach them. Oh, there's something that wasn't fully in the barge yet. Get in there. There we go. I can't take off this front push bar, it looks like. So we've got to come around. I take this off. I feel like I detached it, didn't I? No? Okay. Get rid of this access panel. I can probably just throw that straight into the processor. There we go. Yeah, come on. Oh, it'll reach. Nice. These other ones, I'll just have to swing down around. No, don't smack into me. I was playing one of these missions on my own just the other day and I accidentally killed myself and I just exited out of the game. Like, damn it. I don't even remember what happened. Like, I was just sitting there. I think some fuel tanks next to me blew up, but I don't know how they blew up. I was just sitting there, you know, just casually looking at my phone, and then suddenly the fuel tanks just exploded and I died. Like, oh, well, okay. I shall continue this game another time then. The fates were not with me. Well, get in there. Nice. Trying to detach all these panels to get access to, yeah, those points. May as well start with these engines on the outside. Because, yeah, if I get rid of these, I have better access to the center part. Just get all of them at the same time. Spin around, big circle. I guess we'll start on this side, because where we kind of ended up. Oh, we got two more panels. There we go. Yeah, I have a few ideas on what I'm probably gonna be doing for a Kerbal Space Program. I mean, I'm starting to run into the dilemma where I've realized that I have started too many series, right? So I started out kind of with an Age of Empires series, right? I kind of liked doing that, but honestly, not a lot of people watch them. But to be fair, it was like my very first videos. I did a couple like garbage, like VR, like throwaway videos that are just kind of like funny moments. But then, you know, I started a Halo series. I still have the Halo series, but honestly, not a whole lot of people watch them. I mean, they got a couple hundred views, like, across them, but not a lot. But Kerbal Space Program 2 has been popping off, and I love it because it's a great game, and it is brand new, and there's been a lot of talk about it, and I'm very surprised mine has been running as well as it has. I know I've been seeing some people with, you know, even better PCs than I have, and they have been having just a plethora amount of issues where everything's just going haywire. And I mean, to be fair, I did have a couple of issues in this most recent video where I gotta get this engine out of here. One second. While I try to get in and turn off this gas. There we go. I did have a couple issues in this most recent video where my orbit lines didn't show up and they were kind of disappearing on me, and then I had some where my numbers were kind of going haywire. The staging wasn't working properly. I had once where I staged it and then it suddenly said that I failed the mission. I'm like, hang on a second. Luckily I recently saved, so that was good. But so things are a little bit haywire, but to be fair, the game's only been out now for less than a week. It's been out for like 4 days, 4 or 5 days, I think. I've made an episode on it like every day of that week so far, I believe. So yeah, it sounds about right. It's been a blast. Although I gotta say, it still amazes me to this point. I am, you know, still rather new to YouTube, so it kind of amazes me that, like, oh, I got 1.8 thousand views on this video, but I gained, like, what was it, like 20 subscribers? I'm like, dang, that ratio. Like, they enjoyed seeing it, did not want to come back. But I know I have run into people before where they are the type where they're like, oh, I don't like subscribing to people. I'm like, why? I'm like, well, I just look them up if I care enough. I'm like, really? I mean, I guess, but at that point, why not just sub to them? You wouldn't even have to type in their name, right? You just... Oh, hang on. I was not aiming at that fuel tank. I am on fire. Oh, boy. Oops. I feel like I was rather certain I wasn't hitting that fuel tank with that, but oh well. I guess I can just blast this all into the processor. Yeah, get all that over there. Oh, did I hurt this side as well? I did. Wait. Wait. How am I gonna detach it? Hang on. Okay, so let's get all these small bits in here. Let's get all these small little... Whoa. All these little triangles. Don't want to miss any of this material. Even though it did blow apart, it is still all good enough to go into the processor. But I believe that just got rid of this back half. Yeah, of like where it's supposed to detach. So how am I going to get this whole shell into the processor? This is going to be a process in itself, I tell you what.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Now we do got to be a little bit careful because we've already almost failed the first objective there at the top. You can see how it's got that red bar almost like to the 5 mark. I do not want that to happen. So I'm going to have to be careful with what I do with this. I'm not quite sure how I do handle this. It might still catch the tubes on fire, but there is no fuel at the end to blow up. So I should be able to just take out this thing and throw it in the barge. Here we go, being real careful about where I aim this. I've already lost enough profit. As long as I still get to level 5, it's not even really necessary about the profit. I think it's just more like about reaching like those gold points, because then you get the more rewards and like skill points and whatnot. So I have nothing to split this thing apart with. I'm gonna have to use almost all of my tethers. Oh no, okay, it does split. It is split. It's already split on its own. That's good, that's good. Lucky me, because I thought this was gonna have to be a real slow process. Why are you not going? You attached somewhere in the bottom? Yes, you are. Get out of here. Maybe I can just kind of throw them in here. There we go. I don't know if that's going to work, but why not give it a try? Kind of attach that there. At least that way it still goes if those break off. So now we have to do the other side, but however, let's not do that part yet. Let's wait. Now that's detached on the top side. Let's see, are we detached on the bottom side? We are. I believe so. No, we're not. I lied. There we go.
Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
Perfect. So, you know, I tell you what, Digites, I've been thinking about trying to maybe, I don't know if I want to go like take a online course, or I need to find a way to get a little bit better, I think, at editing. Although I'm not quite sure on what the type of editing I want to do. I might just need a better program. My issue is, hang on, please get out of there. Come on. Thank you. Get out of there. While I get down here, try to turn off the field. Please don't set me on fire. I am now on fire. But I might just need a better program, because right now I'm just using a free program called OpenShot when I edit stuff, and it doesn't exactly have a whole lot of options available to it. Like it has a lot of simple things you can do, like just kind of cuts in the fades that you maybe see in some of my videos, which I guess suppose I've made it work in its own right. It's just now I kind of feel like I want to do like maybe some zoom effects sometimes, like zoom in on a face, like at the kerbals, or I want to do like a little bit of an animation. Like it doesn't exactly have a lot of easy to understand tools for it to go. And if I were to, maybe I should just try to get something like Adobe Premiere, but I think it's like $100, like $200 to get something like that. I think it's like super expensive for some reason. And then it also has issues with crashing a lot. And please get out. Come on. Oh my god, this is taking forever. Oh, I'm gonna catch on fire again. Oh, just barely dodged it. But at least there would be more tutorials on it because it'd be a more well-known type of program. There we go. Everything's kind of floating away on me here, though. Might want to hurry up. Okay, where am I right now? Nice.
Salvage registered. Transferring
Let's get
credit.
these pulling all the way into the processor. But yeah, I do want to get some better editing effects going on. It kind of like, I don't know, I can add in some silly little gaffes, silly little goofs, you know, little editing quirks and twerks. I've always got ideas of what I could do, but I just don't know how to do them. Is this detached now? This is detached now. Put that down there. Please don't blow up. Thank you. So that'd be something I have to look into. But even still, it takes me... It can still take me about a half an hour to like 40 minutes to edit some of these videos, even doing the simpler stuff. Because a lot of it, I think what takes up the most time is just re-watching the footage. Is the fact that if I record about 90 minutes worth of footage, I have to... that's just it. I have to watch like 90 minutes of footage, you know, sometimes. But then also edit on top of that. So you kind of get an idea of what is already in the footage because you just recorded it recently or something. But... you know, it still takes time. You just want to make sure maybe there's like a moment of silence you can cut out or whatever. But so it just kind of takes a little bit more time putting out some of those. That's why I kind of like these videos like here where, you know, it's probably a couple parts that I would cut out, but because it's the nature of the video that I just don't care that it's a random rant, watch me take a ship apart while I talk about nonsense type video, I'm just not going to bother editing it. Because even though it'll take longer to upload a longer video like this, it still, you know, takes about the same amount of time in that sense because I would have had to edit it anyway, right? So, let's see if I can get a double cut on this. Yeah. Now, I don't know. This might have everything blow outside. No? Okay, it wasn't pressurized. Nice. We're still doing good on trying to get to level 5 here for our rewards. If we just be real careful with everything. So start taking apart all of these computers and flight terminals and chairs. This part's always kind of fun. Ooh, a data terminal. Maybe we can look at that after we're done. A data drive. See what new stuff we have. Usually like short stories about something going on in the galaxy. I guess I haven't really shown that off too much. We also got like a little... You may have seen it at the start when we were looking out the window. We now have like a little ship there outside our window. And that's something that that was given to us by... Oh gosh, I'm gonna feel so bad because I can't remember his name. Like the main dude with the mustache, you know? The southern boy. He gave us that because he likes us. So we get like... little collectibles. We can like find wires and like cylinders and stuff in these ships, or like scrap them from like panels and whatnot if we want to. And then we use those to repair the ship. I've personally never gotten to the point where I got it fully repaired, because I swear every time I get progress in this game, something happens where I have to restart the whole thing. And this time it's that I got a brand new PC. You know, so I lost all my progress. There's some games that synced to the cloud that saved a lot of my progress for a lot of different games, like something like Temtem or like oh, actually, let me just scroll through my games real quick while we sit here floating. You know, Halo Infinite saved all like my achievements in like armors and stuff. Deep Rock saved all my achievements and stuff, but it didn't save like any of like my profiles, right? But Rocket League did, Sea of Thieves did, VR Chat did, you know, stuff like that. So some of them did, some of them didn't for some reason. But I'm still having fun kind of playing through all these games again. Especially like some of my tower defense games like Rogue Tower or like you know, like, oh man, you know, I remember the original tower defense games on like Warcraft 3. I think that's where it kind of really kicked off. A lot of people started playing TDs on that. They're playing like Wintermall, or even like I think the game even had one already like built in, like Azareth Tower Defense or something like that. It already had a level built in as a tower defense. So people fell into love with the concept after that was introduced. Let me see if I can just get a few of these items floating in the entrance. I want to get this room cleared out, and then I'll start breaking stuff apart, because I don't want to break it apart and then have everything pressurized or something break and all fly out on me. I just know it would do that. So give it a small push in that direction. Let's collect this poster. It looks cool. Get this medkit. I think I got a little hurt earlier from all the fire. These are useless because they're just going to the furnace. I guess I can open this, right? No? Unpowered. Oh, it's unpowered, so I can't open it. Dang. Wonder why it's unpowered. Is it because I got rid of the fuel tanks? I wouldn't think that would be the power. That'd be just your fuel. I don't know why it's unpowered. Ah, see, this is like one of those things that you can collect, like a filter. So one of those will be a part for the ship. So I can take that apart. Or take that with me. Let me get outside and start taking all these items in. Put that down there. Put that down there.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Naughty thruster fuels. Get the furnace. There they go. Into the barge with you. Is that everything? I think so. No, I see a light.
Salvage secured.
Yep.
Credits deposited.
The lights are so minuscule, but like I guess they kind of add up over time. Especially like when there's probably like 30 some lights on a ship. You know, even just this size, the bigger ships have even more lights, so they do kind of add up over time. So I can't open that door for some reason, so I guess let's start taking apart the clamshell. It doesn't look like anything is pressurized, so that's kind of good. Yeah, let's start taking apart this clamshell of its walls. This is one of the airlocks, I believe. I hope this part's not pressurized. It was. Oh no, come back here, come back here, come back here. Don't fly away on me. Okay. First of all, you come over here. Processor away with you, and you go into the barge, please. I think that probably had a panel on it I could have taken off, but oh well. I'm not gonna miss it too much. So that side got taken away. Now all this should be easy enough. I guess I can take off that light later. Because yeah, look, even you got lights inside here too, right? So they're everywhere. Let's do one side at a time, I suppose. So this side is done. Start attaching them all. I'm almost out of tethers. I wonder if I can just force this in. No? Or are you still attached? Oh, down on the bottom. There we go. Yeah. I don't need to waste no tethers. Just push the whole thing in. Beautiful. Is this whole thing detached? What are you? Okay, those are scraps. Okay, that part's going. I don't know what your scraps of. They look of a fuel pipe. Maybe they got damaged from when they're on fire. Kind of them to fall out for me so I can go put them in the furnace. Oh boy, so this has a whole bunch of wires in it, right? That's always kind of annoying. Do these detach? No, they don't. Alright, let's just go detach the other side. There we go. Apparently not so for the bottom side. Perfect. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a recording spree today, so yesterday I recorded one Kerbal video ahead of schedule that I'm releasing today, or maybe already have released today, I think, at this point. Yeah, I believe I already released that. And then I'm recording this. That's going to be ready for tomorrow. But I guess all this tomorrow and today is kind of irrelevant to you guys. Whenever these come out, they come out whenever I want. So all pretty irrelevant. Yeah, a little bit of recording spree today. I'm just kind of playing a whole bunch of games. I don't know what I do want to do after this. I was thinking about going and doing an episode of Kerbal Space Program 1, I think, and do something quick on that. Just to show the comparison to KSP 2 to maybe some who haven't seen it. Which you'd be surprised, I think, how many people are now starting to get into KSP 2 now that it's just kind of popular and people have been talking about it. So maybe they just kind of bipartisan came across KSP 2 without ever seeing KSP 1, right? And everyone always talks about it, but they've never just like seen gameplay of it. So maybe I'll do a quick video of that as well today. Okay, good, that's going in. Let's go on back and try to get more tethers. Hopefully I don't have to even try to get tethers. Hopefully I can just get tethers. Word choice is important. Here you go. Yeah, I hope Kerbal Space Program operates well enough for me to actually start taking you guys across with bigger spaceships all the way to other planets other than just like the moon and stuff. I know other people are doing it, but again, I know it has a lot of kind of cracking issues right now, and I've seen some of it already. But fingers crossed, I think it's all gonna be really cool. Hopefully, don't catch on fire, please, wires. Thank you. This whole thing should detach. Yeah, there we go. So I think it's gonna be really fun. I want to go see Duna next. I think maybe either Minimus, because we already went to the moon. So maybe Minimus, maybe either that or Duna, which is basically Mars. Kind of excited for that. Now, I have to think about when maybe I even want to get back to the Halo series, because now I have so many different series on the channel. I can only do one episode of something a day, right? I could do two, but nah, that's too much, right? It's one video a day. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to like dwindle down the types of games that I play. There's so many I'm gonna have to get back to. Although it might just get to the point where it might be a year from now and you guys will be like, hey, when are you ever gonna finish? Like, I don't know, man, one of these days. I'm gonna start doing one of those where I'm gonna have too many games started and I'm gonna promise to finish them, but then I never do it. I mean, I'm gonna try to, but the word is always try, right? It's just, yeah, you know, a video today, you only have so much time to do these, and sometimes some series get super popular and you just want to get those out, and then something else happens. They're trying to get that series done. It's a long one, and you know, if I wanted to finish the Age of Empires series and like actually do all of the missions, you know, that's something that's going to be like, you know, that's going to be the better part of like 50 to 60 episodes of just trying to do more and more missions, right? That depends if I want to do all the campaigns or just one campaign. I don't know, but I mean, I like them. It's really nice compared to the other Age of Empires. It's been a real joy to play that. It's just now I don't have the time to. Because, man, even Company of Heroes 3 recently came out, and I remember playing Company of Heroes 2 a little bit, and it is alright. But I've been playing 3, and it's been pretty fun, although I accidentally did the campaign on too easy of a difficulty. I think I need to turn it up, because it's been way too easy. But, it's been fun. I kind of like the strategic sense of the game. It's kind of like a tug of war going back and forth. You know, it's interesting. You know, I don't see too many game modes like it. I guess it's kind of, it's an RTS in itself. But I'm gonna slice off this entire front section. Get rid of this. Oh, what am I losing? What did I just lose? What, you just talking about material lost? Yeah, it's fine. It's not a lot. This whole thing can just go right into the furnace, I believe. Please and thank you. There should be nothing left inside there. Yep. Get her going. Into the furnace with you. Hang on. Why are you taking the whole section with you? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Hang on. Just that part. Just that part. Thank you. He was trying to take the entire thing into the furnace. Say, we still got these things to detach and other parts to throw into the barge. Hopefully we stop drifting. I don't know how far we drifted. Yeah, I'll start getting all these lights and panels out. An O2 canister, I'll take that. These fabrics, I guess, can go in the furnace. That can detach. Do I really have to take all these off individually? I think I'm gonna have to take them all off individually. Boy, I'm getting a lot of spam calls today. I take a look over at my phone. This is like the 3rd or 4th potential spam call today. You know, I'm a little bit worried. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Incogni, like Surfshark or whatever. Is that company may have seen like some bigger YouTubers advertise where like, oh, you give them all your information and they like go to these different bureaus and email them on your behalf and just remove this person's with this information out of it. And to my knowledge, you know, I did sign up for it, and to my knowledge, they were canceling out a whole bunch of them, right? But they wanted me to cancel, or they wanted me to, you know, keep on paying for more and more months, right? I only did like 1 month of it. But to my knowledge, because it doesn't make sense to me to pay more for it, because my knowing or what I wanted to do is just kind of cancel everything that I had on the internet where you have it and just get done and over it. Kind of like a cleansing, you know, once in a while. But I don't want to have that cleansing always going on. You know, maybe I could do it like every couple years, you know, just go back to them, cleanse everything off the internet, and get rid of all my stuff on like, I don't know, what companies have on me for browsing data or my marketplace preferences, whatever stuff they're stealing on us. You know, they sell it all to the Chinese government type of thing, you know. But ooh, get this whole thing into the processor. But the funny thing is, they had a process to cancel. They had a button to cancel your subscription, right? It was just a button. Like, you go to your profile, manage, like, your membership, and you just cancel subscription, right? It was simple. But then, for some reason, like, a couple weeks or, like, a few weeks before I was gonna cancel it, I look back on it, and it says they changed it. They don't have the button anymore. They changed it to, you have to email us if you want to cancel your account. You had to email them to cancel your stuff. Like, that's shady. Like, that brings a whole nother extra step that people might just go, oh, why even bother? Or, you know, something that you could take forever to respond on, or just never respond on. They keep on trying to charge you, right? But luckily for me, my debit card was expiring, so they emailed me like probably 3 times a day, like, your card is expiring. Update your payment plan. Update your payment plan. You know, you're gonna try to get charged again. Like, it's funny because the account kept going for like another like 2 weeks after I didn't pay for it. But they kept trying to charge me for it. But the card had expired. You know, and then I also deactivated when I got my new card. So funny enough, it wasn't gonna work. And am I not gonna reach level 5 if I put all those wires in there? Oh no! Oh no! Hang on. Stop. Pull. Come back to me. Don't you dare go in there. Hang on. Get this reactor out of here. That's what I want. Go. Woo! There we go. That was close. And hang on, I got all these computers in here too. What am I doing about to throw this whole thing into the station? I'm talking and I'm not paying attention. Let's get all these, throw them in. I don't want to miss out on level 5 rewards. That's all going furnace. That's all going furnace. This is going processor. Let's cut this part out. This ladder should be going to barge, right? Okay, we're not done yet. Look at me just casually throwing it all away. Detach this section. I'm gonna have to get more tethers at the end anyway, so may as well just waste them on stuff like that. I got 27, so not bad. More lights. Oh yeah, so what I was talking about. So yeah, in Cognitive, they changed it to where you have to email them to cancel your account, and I thought that was just kind of shady. And then I talked to them like, oh no, are you sure you still want to? And they kept asking like, are you sure? Like 3 times, like double confirm, triple confirm. And I'm like, lady, you can't even try to charge me if you want to. I don't have, like, the debit card expired, and then they cancel my account. I'm like, yeah, okay. So once money's not on the table anymore, there's like, fine, they get rid of me. But, you know, so I don't know, maybe, I think they did their job. I did see less spam. But the one thing I worry about is that, like, okay, so what about all the requests that they hadn't finished yet on your behalf to get rid of your data, right? So what about all the bureaus that they sent emails and stuff to? but you cancel their account, do they just email them, be like, hey, sorry, by the way, LOL, just keep all his information, sell that shit? Like, you know, like, by the way, never mind, he doesn't want his data removed. Like, what do they do with those emails? Do they still just go out, but then they have to email on your behalf? Like, nah, never mind, he wants this information stolen or something like that. Like, so, because you have to give them a lot of personal information, and that's why I feel kind of sketchy about it. I don't know how I feel about the whole situation. Personally, I would not use them ever again. I didn't like the whole interaction. It was a little messed up. And I hope I get to level 5 here. I may have thrown away too much. But a lot of that is going into the furnace, so I think I'll be fine. Come on. Yeah, I hit level 5. There we go. Perfect. Looks like there's a small chunk of something still missing. Ah. So that can go into the furnace. That's probably not the whole thing though, right? What else are we missing? We're still missing a decent chunk of something. This can just go into the process, but that's not a lot. Oh well. We finished. Let's go take a look at that data drive though. We might also get a little bit of... Here we go. We might also get some dialogue because I'm probably about to level up, and that kind of goes to the next section. So let's go to the VAB and see what happens. I haven't really been doing a full playthrough on this game in terms of like the lore and stuff, but I have been kind of showing bits and sections of it, which, you know, hey, let me know down below in the comments if you've made it this far through the rambling, that if you'd like to see more of an actual like walkthrough of like the people talking and the lore going on with this game, like more content of me just casually playing this. I'm probably gonna make more of this regardless, because it's very just calming for me to just rant and not have to do anything with this. I can just upload the footage and call it good. You know, we're going on about 37 minutes now, so maybe by the time I'm done ranting here, about 40 minutes, depends what we have coming up. But nice, yes, I'm leveled up. Nice, beautiful. I want to take a look at that data drive that we have, but we'll see if... No, okay, no dialogue.
Good morning, shipbreaker.
Good morning, good morning. Yeah, we got some new posters. Some new emails.
Good news, Kurt. You've earned clearance to the next hazard level.
Ooh.
This means you'll be getting Class 2 reactors now. Gnarly things. We'll start training when you're ready, and I'll walk you through them.
Oh, they're not so bad. You seen one reactor, you see
I don't
them
like
all,
Hal.
I think.
Hal's a jerk.
Ain't really that simple.
Yeah, I got a tip for you there, newbie. Don't blow it up.
Okay, Hal.
Like I said, let me know when you're ready to start training.
Well, I'll let you know.
Don't take too long.
I'll take all the time I want, Hal. Thank you very much. But let's see if we can take a look at the data drive, or is that going to be too much time for you there, Hal? I'm sorry. Like, you're not meant to like them, of course. Data recovery application. Data miner. We got this unidentified one. What's this all about? We got 2 unidentified in these sections. I don't know if I'm going to have to... I don't know if I'm going to read the whole thing. It's audio log, though. Can this play for me?
The early days had a lot of collisions above Mars. We're learning to handle the roids. A good rock rider is hard to come by. These guys have some real crazy instincts. They don't even glance at an instrument panel for a 100 megaton roid. Don't even break a sweat on a 100 gigaton roid.
100
They can
gigaton?
maneuver a monster through a roid lineup while carrying on a conversation with the other riders. I'd hate the pressure.
That's some nice little background lore with that. Nice. I didn't know that they added audio logs to some of these. So, how do I go back? Okay, back, and then I have one other that's also recoverable. Not quite audio log material, but it does have a whole bunch of reading. I'm not gonna bother with all this. Excerpt breaks and sagging, vacuum hangovers, break and sagging, April showers, it drops. Okay, so just kind of like some background like diary stuff. Wonder if there are any other audio logs that I missed. Rail mail? No. Not that I'm noticing. Huh, we'll have to keep an eye out for those. That's cool. Well, thank you, DigiDs, for checking out my channel. If you are coming back and watching more of these videos, feel free to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out when we release videos. I release Monday through Saturday, Sundays I rest. And yeah, I release every single day. We've been doing Kerbal Space Program, Halo, you know, this game Shipbreaker, and other stuff, even like Hades and some roguelikes, and kind of whenever I feel like playing at the time. But yeah, so thank you for sticking around, DigiDs, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.